Hi everyone, my name is Erina and my team and I will be presenting about an abstract about our innovation which is called the automatic cold compression device. So we are going to tell you about the innovation intro, problem statement, potential outcome, commercial viability, methodology, novelty, and device outcome. So the project introduction is this device is concerned in treating casualties caused by sprain, swelling, and more. It is made due to the lack of someone in charge during annual school sports event. This device have the possibility to commercialize widely and be used by everyone as it is affordable, which is just costs below 50 ringgit to manufacture it. For the problem statement, during our school sports event, we are lack of sentient helpers to help treat casualties. Moreover, we usually use ice cube to treat the casualties, which is not very hygiene and also needs the in-charge Senjon to hold the ice, while there is still a lot more casualties to be treated. Other than that, the ice cube will eventually melt and cause inconvenience for the casualties as it will get wet and messy. That's all from me, as I will be passing to the next one, Alicia Adriana Zulfa.
Hi everyone, I'm Anara Zulfa and I will share you the potential outcome for this device. So the advantage of this device is it can lessen the burden of assistant on duty to treat the casualties. Other than that, casualties can use this device by themselves without any assistant and comply the concept of Rest, which is Rest.Ice.Compression.Elevation, and at the same time they can treat casualties in a specific time so that it can treat more casualties with the same kind of treatment. And lastly, it can lessen the risk of frostbite to the skin. And there's also the disadvantage of this device, which is it's a high risk of the timer to spoil when exposed to wet and cold surface for too long, and also it needs velcro tip to be stuck on each ice pack. And I will share to you the commercial viability. So this device have high commercial viability level as low price cost, which is lower than RM50 ringgit. Other than that, it is suitable for children, teenagers, adults, and old folks, and is easy to be used and handled. Moreover, it will also be so useful for athletes, and it's cheap and easy to be used. Everyone could afford it and would want it for emergency cases and also self-treatment. Moreover, it is also very light and easy to be hand carried anywhere we go. And lastly, this device will be very helpful to help injured people on the go.
Next is methodology. For methodology, we did 4 research and then we manufactured this device. So the first research is suitable material to make the cuff longer. So as we use this device to treat casualties, the injured body parts can be the hand, legs, or other body parts. So usually, legs is bigger in size than hands. So we use cloth, which is jeans, to sew on the medical cuff to make it longer and able to fit on the legs. Next is suitable and easy timer. So ice cold compression treatment need to be used within a specific time to avoid frostbite on the skin. Frostbite is a damage on the skin that caused by the extreme cold on the skin. So we created an Arduino coded timer to set the countdown of the treatment. So this coded timer is cheaper and easily coded by anyone because it's just use Arduino. Next is to protect the coded timer. So most DIY machines such as the timer will be easily spoiled if exposed to the cold and wet. So we use a waterproof box to protect the timer and it can be easily handled by the users. So next and last research is about the suitable material to stick the ice pack on the medical cuff. So we use velcro tape because it is the best choice and it is cloth based that can remain its quality even though in a cold condition. Next is about manufacturing process. First is cloth is sewed by the tailor. So we seek help from tailor to sew the cloth to the cuff to make it longer. Next is the timer coded by experienced lecturer. We seek help and advice from experienced lecturer from College Community Seberang Jaya to code an Arduino timer and manufacture it. Last is the complete material needed. So we use ready-made material for the medical cuff, ice pack and velcro tape and specialized Arduino timer. Next is novelty. Novelty is the originality of our product. So the first one is low cost device. So usually other product will cost until 400 and above, as you can see in this slide, and our product product only costs less than 50 ringgit and is affordable for everyone. Next is the resettable timer. The Arduino timer can be reset and can be easily used without needing them to reset the timer every time they need to use it. So it can easier the work and lessen the burden of the Senjon.